Hey there, Stampers, and welcome to a request video. So this request came from Carolyn, my friend in California, and she wanted me to use Postage Due. I have a couple of cards that I have used and posted before, and I'll include them in this blog post. I must have already sent them out or given them away because I don't have them with me anymore. So I made a couple of different cards and processes of cards, but these were the two finished cards that I like. So this stamp set you can use, in its full image. Just ink it up, stamp it. Or on this one, I'm not sure if you can tell, on this one and on this one, I inked it up, then I stamped off, and then I just kind of touched more ink on, so you can see there's some, I think I used Cherry Cobbler and Midnight Muse. I did Midnight Muse first and then stamped it off and then added touches of Cherry Cobbler. And I did this on the crumb cake one too. Excuse me. And on both of these images, I came back in with French foliage. You can see the script, the smaller script underneath this larger script. And then I used the the postmark stamp. And it already has one in Postage Due, but I added another one. And I think I used Basic Gray with both of those French foliage stamps. And then I just distressed it and inked it, and I'll pop this on a card. I'll use this one as well. But so this is, it has, I used, this is a dotted scallop ribbon punch. And I just put this border here to give some interest on this side. Basically did the same thing, except I used crumb cake. Then I added this Midnight Muse matte and adhered it on a Midnight Muse card base. I used linen thread and baker's twine and a crumb cake button. And then Loving Thoughts, Thoughts of You. Pretty simple card, but you could go a cleaner look, with this, and you could even add another color, maybe Cherry Cobbler or Summer Starfruit would look really good here. You could add a ribbon, just, in the back, and be very simple, and it just, thinking of you, or just a note, or, whatever you want, but that's very clean, and then that is not. So it's the same stamp. I also liked, I'll get to this one in a minute, but I saw some cards using the Summer Starfruit. I love the combination of Summer Starfruit and Midnight Muse, and so I will eventually make a card. I may cut this down a little bit and add another matte, but then I would come back in either right here, probably right under this flower, with either a Midnight Muse or Summer Starfruit ribbon. And you have room for a sentiment here. You can add it in a banner, or you could just, stamp it directly on there. But also very clean and simple and pretty. And I really like how it does come out distressed, so it lends itself to distressing, but it looks just as fine in a good color combination. So if you have a color combination that you really like, excuse me, this is a great stamp set to play with that, because you'll get a subtle look, and it's a collage. It looks like 5 or 6 different stamps that you've done all in one go. And then this last one, I used Versamark and clear embossing powder, and so it's set with the clear embossing powder. Then I came back in with a stamping sponge, and I believe this is Cherry Cobbler, Summer Starfruit, and Midnight Muse. And I just started rubbing, and you can even see where they mix. They turn kind of green, and just start off not on the cardstock, because you won't get this soft blended look, and just circles with your sponge. Start off and then come on, and start off and come on. And then when you're finished adding your color the way you like, you just take a cloth and wipe it off, and this is resisting the ink. Sorry about that. And then I added just a bit of color on here so it doesn't look so stark. And I did the stamps from the set and in the 3 colors I used on the background, and just added an antique brad, distressed the edges, and popped it on early espresso, and I love the way that turned out. But this would look equally good on this. You could do it in vanilla and it would look really good. This is the vanilla. I mean, so you can see there's a lot of different things you can do with it. But you are going to get that collage look. So you either, want to go with a distressed collage or something very clean and simple. But lots of options. And I believe I have 2 other cards that I've done, and I will post them in, pictures on the blog entry. Sorry I didn't get to this yesterday. My son turned 13 and we had a house full of boys. So I'm getting it up a little bit late, but I know you'll understand. So I hope you have a good week, and we'll see you next time. And I hope this helps Carolyn and everybody else who wants to use Postage Due more often. Take care. Bye-bye.